I'm going to explain why I feel less stressed as a creator in comparison with not being a creator. Because life before I was a creator, I talk to myself in the car or talk to myself when I'm alone at home, but I wouldn't think that I could actually go on camera, on video, and express myself. And now I am. And my willingness to share my journey, I highly recommend to others. I made a list the other day, and inspired by my content creation, my creator side, of all the companies I work for, even temporarily. So I've worked in bars in London, in theatres, as temporary work as a student. When I moved somewhere and I needed to look for a new job, I've been working. I made a list of all of these and places that I'd worked and what I'd done there on Apple Notes, like I use for everything. I was quite shocked, because then I started to think to myself, town square kind of thing. What kind of groups did I get in with at these companies? And I look back and thought, as you do when you get a bit older, look back and take stock of your life sometimes, not too long, not ponder too much. But I look back and I looked at these places and who did I kind of end up with, and I ended up with many small groups of people, a certain type of group. I'm amazed that I could still do this at my age now, is, connect with other people, even younger than me, even though, I'm in a situation with family, married, etc. They're more important than anybody. But to be able to do that, and also all through this career that I've had, where I've moved to quite a few different cities in a few different countries, but mostly UK up until, sort of like mid-30s. I'm very proud of that fact, that intercommunication skills between, people that you just get on with. And we had some great times in the past. So therefore, doing this, willing to share my journey, my vulnerabilities, how documenting before has helped, this accountability and connection. And finally, coming onto YouTube now and asking you, what is it you're holding back from? Why not do the same? I don't want to fall into a creator trap of jumping, that I feel like I have to jump onto every trend. That's not going to be how it works on my channel. My channel is still to get a bit of a kick, to get it going. But I'm not going to fall into any trap. And I would say inspiration that I've had from other YouTubers, to talk about family as an inspiration. There are different dynamics in a family, and it's not about just that they support. It's some things that are in interaction can be eventually inspiring and can be part of your content. I have pretty much a personal rule that I'm not bringing everybody in from my private life into the channel, into videos. I may do partly that later, but I'm quite a private person, so I would say probably overcoming this shyness and doing this is a big thing for me, and for everybody else. YouTube, as it grows, I'm sure it is a very beneficial thing to do. It has been for me, and as I say, a few videos in now. My partner doesn't know too much, but knows that I'm not a person who, I don't like to share everything. I have certain things that I want to do for myself. I'm not trying to hide anything, but I'm very happy to be also being inspired by my partner, and also that I'm a creative person anyway, so I can be able to do this in a sort of a way that I feel free to do it. Another reason why I have this contentment is that there can be times, when you don't have you're not really guided very well. So you can be at home and you're just watching something on the TV. You're just trying to fill up time with a certain type of thing that you do. you say you go for a walk, you know, but the idea to take the camera with is a great idea. And then you can talk to the camera, and all of these spare time that I feel that I'm not really doing anything useful is gone. Because now I always have something good to do, whether it's editing these videos, filming these videos, thinking of locations, my notes, which are, I have a heavy part of all of this is, you know, the note side of things. So I see it like work, but I definitely feel that it's work that I really love to do. And therefore in life in general, I feel much less stressed whilst I'm a creator. You know, it's very interesting to be looking at life from a different point of view in that sense. I know what I want this channel to be. When others will be inspired by this video and to know exactly how they're going to do and what type of videos, what type of channel they want, I'm happy to share that with those viewers, because the easier way is by elimination. I can say what my channel is not. It is quite specific, and given these factors, then I can go on and hopefully inspire people, get across why it is a great thing to be able to do my channel, make these videos. And I have to say a footnote here. Once you are starting YouTube, you have enough ideas, they seem to come. Sometimes I just wipe all my notes out on a certain section. I'll screenshot, before I do that, I'll screenshot it, the whole of my notes on a certain, or on all of my notes on all of my videos. I will screenshot and then wipe out some of the ideas, a lot of the ideas I had, leaving 2 or 3. And this is my system. I build it back up. I get inspiration from different things. I put them into notes. And again, then I process those and go through and do 2 or 3 videos in a week. That's my system. It's a great system. It makes me happy because I can pick out the times I have 1 or 2 projects on, I have other work, and I have let's say a part-time 60 to 80% job. So I'm able to fill up the gaps with something that I really like doing, I'm inspired by, and that's the way I work. I know exactly from the notes that there's always roughly 4 or 5 ideas that I have to do videos, and the other ideas come from having new cameras. I run this production company for media, and so there are many subjects, and even, you know, unboxings, new cameras, new ways of doing things, editing software. And I like to think that I could inspire people and make them happy about the inspiration from some videos that I make. And this one is all about the fact that I don't have that stress anymore, because I always know if for example, I have a quite repetitive job, somebody going to stress me out, I can think, well, maybe I'll talk about that. And other people who maybe get a lot of stress at work, I'll be able to come across and make my videos in a very, very good way. The light is fading. I have to go. I planned here not to stay so long. I was going through my notes. I don't think I have a light. I have to maybe put this one on so we have a bit more light here. Just to say goodbye, and I'm very happy you joined me today. It was meant to be a short video. I hope that you did get some inspiration by it, and I hope that you could, you know, lose the shyness and be inspired to be able to go out on your journey, share your journey, and document, because I'll be watching you. Thank you.